This is a follow-on from video 7 of this series. As promised, I shall reveal the horses mentioned in the Revelation, including the Good Shepherd and the Lamb. The first time I researched how many different versions of the Book of the Apocalypse existed, through a university library in 1999, there were 300 known, different versions of the last book of the many different versions of the Bible. Now regarding the horses, first of all, the word horse has more than one meaning. Yes, there is the animal version of the word horse, but what does a horse chestnut refer to? The definition of the word horse, as in a horse chestnut, means a large round chestnut. Nothing like the animal variety of a horse. The soul, or terminal in the processing system of life, contains a number of different colored horses, or large round discs. Here is a Byzantium mosaic of one of the saints showing a disc behind the head. Many claim falsely that the disc represents the human aura, but this is nonsense. This shows the so-called aura of a person. This is a drawing of the Good Shepherd, which has 144 overlapping octagonal registers, and looks after the Lamb. When Jesus said, "I am the Good Shepherd," he was not referring to the flesh of Jesus, but instead, to the Son of Man, more correctly referred to as the man-child, mentioned in the Revelation, chapter 12. The woman who gave birth to the man-child is the soul, a clone of Barbelo, the mother-father, the first soul. His name is spelt in Greek, iota, nu, iota, sigma. From the Revelation in chapter 12, in verses 1 to 5, quote, "And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars, and she being with child cried, travailing in birth, and pained to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold a great red dragon, having 7 heads, and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth, and the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God, and to his throne." Here are 3 drawings of the Lamb, each format also consisting of 144 smaller octagonal registers. This drawing shows 6 of the 7 trumpets mentioned in the Revelation. This drawing shows the 7th trumpet mentioned in the Revelation. These are the geometric components involving the 7 trumpets. Note, there is a ring of 6 octagons, and the 7th trumpet, a hexagonal area, in the Star of David, involving the old hexagonal format. Here is a drawing of the old hexagonal format, the Star of David of the House of David, involving the soul, while outside the Father. From the Gospel of Thomas, in verses 37 to 41, quote, "His disciples said, When will you become revealed to us, and when shall we see you? Jesus said, When you disrobe without being ashamed, and take up your garments, and place them under your feet, like little children, and tread on them, then will you see the Son of the Living One, and you will not be afraid." Jesus said, "Many times have you desired to hear these words, which I am saying to you, and you have no one else to hear them from. There will be days when you will look for me, and will not find me." Jesus said, "The Pharisees and the scribes have taken the keys of knowledge, and hidden them." End quote. How? By bastardizing the writings. The definition of a Pharisee is a strict religious teacher, and the equivalent in English is a minister or priest. The definition of a scribe is an academic who is responsible for looking after government and religious documents and records. And continuing in verse 39, quote, "They themselves have not entered, nor have they allowed to enter, those who wish to. You, however, be as wise as serpents, and as innocent as doves." Jesus said, "A grapevine has been planted outside of the Father, but being unsound, it will be pulled up by its roots, and destroyed." End quote. Where it says unsound, it means having double logic, introduced by the wicked one, Azazel. This drawing involves the old hexagonal angels, corrupted by Azazel, while outside the house of God. And in the Revelation, chapters 1, identifying the judgment of the six-pointed stars, corrupted by Azazel, and chapters 2 and 3 the judgment. The Son of Man said, "He that overcomes the world, I will make him sit down with me in my throne, as my Father made me sit down with him in his throne." This is a drawing of the fallen angels, involving the six-pointed stars that have repented, by changing their format to the octagonal format. The angels are the I/O ports, in the processing system of life. In my next video of this series, I will show the first world, produced through the processing system of life, before any universes were created. The first world involved a cave, which can be found with your eyes closed, if you are interested. I will also reveal how the first universe was established from the cave.